to Hashim, but I just want to point out something.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a Muslim earlier today, and I pointed out that in a verse of the Quran, it says, "And remember when we sent an angel unto Maryam to bring her glad tidings of a word from Allah, whose name is Isa the Messiah." Now, this Muslim, to get out of the paradox that this creates, stated that God's speech is not eternal. If the word that Allah sends to Maryam is eternal, it proceeds from Allah. Does that proceeding from Allah happen eternally?
Okay, so you haven't answered about the co-equality, so maybe you'll do that the next time. I said if the Father is equal in nature to the Son, then the Father and the Son, they should both have this property of aseity. That means they should be able to generate. So if the Son, imagine if the Father can generate the Son, can the Son generate a grandson? Okay, because if you're going to use language and if you're going to use that to describe the ontological nature of the Father and the Son, then the co-equality has no meaning if the language doesn't fit what you're trying to describe here. As for your understanding about God's speech being eternal, yes, the attributes of Allah are eternal. However, Allah's actions, that means when He speaks, yes, the speech itself is uncreated, but He speaks in time, obviously. So when He says something to Mary, or when He says through His messenger to Mary, or to Jesus, or to anybody else, yes, obviously that is in time and that is not eternal. But it's still uncreated, okay, in the sense that all attributes of Allah are uncreated. And what we have to realize is that, so the sifat al-dhatiyya, which is like when you talk about the essence of Allah, for example, His knowledge. The knowledge of Allah is something which we know. He knows everything. He is all-knowing. He is omniscient. However, in the case of the Christianity, like for example, once the Son has incarnated, He becomes ignorant of the last hour, which He says only the Father knows. Hence, it excludes the Holy Spirit as well. So we got two attributes of Allah. One is, two categories of the attributes of Allah. One is sifat al-dhatiyya, which is His essence, which we know is eternal and uncreated. But in the case of sifat fa'aliyya, which is the actions, then that can be the sifat or the attribute is still uncreated, but it can happen in time. Okay, so it speaks in time, obviously. It creates in time. So we know these things.